Remains if West. If this is your first time on the channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very important subject, which is the term called eschatology. This is something that was created, manufactured by the Catholic Church. They have something they called eschatology, which is the study, according to them. They created this term. They say it is the study of the science of deaths. The word eschatology or eschatology, I don't know how the bastards are pronouncing it. It is a Greek origin. It originated from Greek. And it means the end of all things, the end of mankind, the end of the world as they know it or have they imagined or perceived it. So they called it the science of the study of the last things, of the last days. And they were able to segment this eschatology into four aspects, which is death, judgments, heaven, and hell. And they basically frame all these things as what will happen in the life of man and what will happen before the end of the world according to their own formulation. And they also focus on this term they call the rapture. This is a belief that when it gets to a certain point in time, that the goblets or the hobbit that they call Jesus Christ will come back to earth, and it will float from space or from a spacecraft, or it will just materialize and all eyes will see him as a white man with white robe or whatever the bastard thinks is going to put on that day. Then the faithfuls, by faithfuls I mean the faith FOOLS, will now be raptured in spirit with Jesus. What they are trying to say is that Jesus Christ will come back to take his children, people that are doing his work, that they don't have to be dead. They can just be alive, walking around. And on that day, like a thief in the night, as a thief that he always is, he will just materialize out of nowhere on the sky. Then the whole world will see him automatically. People will see him the same time in Australia. People will see him the same time in America. People will see him the same time in Europe. Then all eyes will see him. Then people will just start teleporting from the ground and they will not float into space with him. Then only the wicked people will not be on the earth. People probably like me that practice African spirituality, and maybe some Shinto people and some Arab people and some Chinese and Mexican people that don't believe in Christianity will now be the ones that will now be suffering upon the earth for the great tribulation that will come to us. So this is a part of the hogwash that they are teaching people in their religion to prepare you for the rapture, for this special day where the gay bastard will come back to come and take his people to heaven. So this thing they call eschatology is a very big deal in in Christianity, especially Catholic Church. The Pentecostal scammers, they don't really care about this stuff. What those ones care about are money, how to get money from their customers or their cheerful givers or their congregation, how to meet them for as much as possible. Those are what Pentecostal care for. But Catholic, we take the money little from you. They don't kill you instantly. This is the good thing about Catholic Church. But they will make sure that you go nowhere. All of them is the same point and kill ministry. So let's talk about eschatology. The sanity or the insanity or the stupidity of this very phenomenon or theory that these people believe in. So this eschatology, it is a branch of one of their courses they call theology. Theology is a course that was created by the Catholic Church, which they term the study of God, the nature of their God. They term this God. This is a God that was created for them, by them, to subjugate the whole of the earth. They created this thing, the Jewish elders, in conjunction with Emperor Constantine during the 14th century. They came together, they create this religion. During the time the Roman Empire was in charge of, was actively colonizing the world. They have their armies in almost every major country as at that time. So they discovered that they don't have a lot of army personnel to enslave or colonize every part of the world, every part of their empire. So they were thinking, how are we going to solve this problem? Our armies are stretched all over the earth, and we really don't have enough. And if we keep going like this, people we start taking on us one by one, or then we start regrouping to overpower us, and we are not many to take on this large crowd of people. So they came up with a clever plan to create this religion, create a religion that they can use to entrap and enslave the mind of people. And they have come to realize that if they are able to shame the minds of people with a false narrative of religion, by putting themselves in the forefront of that religion, they don't really need armies with guns, or they don't need chains. And they came up with this plan, and they came up with how to do it. They contacted some Jewish people that are always dubious, that are familiar with the ancient African spiritual system, the ancient Kemetic and divinity spiritual system, the Josephus and the rest. They went to Egypt, they copied our ancient African spiritual system, they plagiarized and edited it. Then they put themselves inside, they start changing things, like they took our Trinity of the man, woman, and child. They removed the woman cleverly from the Trinity, they replaced it with the Holy Spirit, and then they took the 42 laws of math from ancient Egypt. Then they took out 10 laws. Then they create this phantom called Abraham, that is the father of the Jews. Abraham, according to their own books that they wrote, the Jewish people, Abraham's father was not a Jew, his mother was not a Jew. How did Abraham become a Jew? We don't know. And they just created this story, and they tried to write themselves into history. They wrote 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and they say these are books from God. And this is how they have been running this scam ever since, by forcing people back then to accept it at the point of the knife. And they forced this into the minds of people. Everywhere they go, accept or die. The same thing Islam also did as well. So this is the way Christianity spread. And they created this concept of a supreme God, that their God, Jehovah, is the most powerful God in the universe. And if you don't accept this God, you are going to burn forever. In fact, everybody living, every human being is condemned. They have one concept they made, they called original sin, that as far as you are a human being, you are born into sin, and when you die, you must go to hell. And it is only their God, only Jehovah, that can make your spirit, your soul live forever. And they push this narrative that they have this hell, that this devil that they created. The devil was created from by using African deities. They twisted them into demonic entities, and they imagined some other demonic entities or twisted grotesque creatures that don't even exist, and they created their own hordes of demons. These are imaginary creatures or spirits that they created for the religion, so that it will look like they are actually fighting something, that they are actually doing something, that they are actually fighting an imaginary devil, imaginary enemy, that they are here for a purpose, that if not for this religion, that imaginary enemy would have taken over the world and consumed everybody, everything living. But in essence, they are the devil themselves. They are the ones that are doing all the evil. They are the ones that are stealing people's land. They are the ones that have been enslaving people since they started the religion. They are the ones that have been lying, cheating, and killing. They are the ones that have been poisoning people till today, till this very moment at 6 o'clock this morning. They are still doing the same evil. So these people that created this religion, they are actually the devil. So Christians are actually worshiping the devil, and they are children of the devil. That's why Satanism and Christianity is one and the same thing. because the Satanists look at Christianity as they give validity to the religion of Christianity, because Satan is a deity that does not exist. It was created. It was created by taking certain concepts from African deities and twisting it into something that never truly existed, into a monstrosity to scare people, to say that we have an enemy, whereas the real enemy is the Catholic Church. These are the people that created this religion, created an enemy, and they say that everybody is born into original sin. That if you don't accept it, their religion, you are going to burn forever in a place boiling with fire, brimstone, limestone, mercury, salt and pepper. Every metal is there. And demons will be torturing you from morning till night. They have all manner of torture imaginable, skinning people. I don't know how spirits can be tortured again. The concept of this hell is something that is totally unimaginable. If somebody already died, how do you torture the spirit again? They need to explain the concept of the hell. But the essence of this is to put fear into people, to let them know that the pain they are enduring on this earth is nothing compared to the pain that they are going to endure if they die, and that pain is for all eternity. So it is this fear that they have used in the time past to scare people to stay in line with the religion, and also promising them that if they obey the religion, the typical or original carrot and stick approach, God will reward them in heaven with a mansion of gold, where they will be wearing white robe, playing harp, syntrum, and dancing. I wonder the kind of food they'll be eating in heaven, enjoying themselves. I don't know if they have sex in heaven. No. I would like to ask them, but their own kind of pleasures is supposed to be there. And this is the mentality that people are running with, to suffer in this life, and when they die, they want to go to heaven. And a lot of people have accepted this due to the fact that a lot of people cannot think properly, and a lot of people just follow the bandwagon. Everybody is doing it. It has to be the truth. If enough people believe it, it has to be the truth. And the formula of the Christian church is that if you tell a lie 1,000 times, it will also eventually become the truth. But I will need to tell you guys today that there's no safety in numbers. So because a lot of people are fools or are doing the wrong thing does not mean that it is right. And this is the scam that they have been running on this planet. Christianity is just one big scam, and it is the biggest scam in the world. The business of selling God, perpetuating fear. If you don't believe in my God, you will die. You will burn forever. My God will burn you forever. So the philosophy of Christianity is imagine a man holding a gun to your head, telling you that if you don't love me, I will kill you. This is the same mentality their God is using. If you don't worship their God, he will kill you. So the God is indirectly actually threatening you to worship him. So there is no free will there. If you don't worship this God, he has to kill you. He has to burn you forever. He has to send the devil to torture you. How will he send the devil? The same devil is going to hell. You too, that is a sinner, is going to hell. So why will somebody that is supposed to be in hell torture you again? Does it make sense? Does it make sense for me? But I don't know how many people think. So this mentality, this original eschatology was designed to put fear into the hearts and mind of people, to install fear, especially into the hearts of children, so that they will be living with the fear of going to hell. When you are practicing a religion, you are trying to be moral due to fear of doing the right thing. That is not a natural morality. Okay, so if they don't have that fear, you will commit evil. So this fear that they have put into the minds of people is what they are using to control people. What is making people loyal to the religion, making sure they get up, they go to church every Sunday, pay money to God, sweep church, do all the nonsense to keep the religion running. The religion runs on fear. So I will say the Christian God is a terrorist. He's a terrorist. He's a Boko Haram, because he used fear to promote himself. Okay? So Christianity is terrorism. And this terrorism is bred and enabled by our governments of the day. Sadly enough, modern day governments, they know that religion is for the masses. Religion is, according to Napoleon, religion is what stops the poor from murdering the rich. So every government know that they need a certain level of religious philosophy in their country to get people mind from actually questioning their authority or asking them the right questions. So they need religion to keep people asleep. So they encourage these lies of religion. That's why you see in many countries they don't tax religious organizations because they are helping the government to pacify the people. Especially in America, they don't tax them. In Nigeria too, they don't tax them because they are doing the work that they're actually working for the government. When you go to church, the government is irresponsible. They don't do things for you. You don't protest because you believe you will go to heaven. When you see politicians stealing money, you cannot ask them anything. You will say God will judge them. No God will judge them. There is no God anywhere. Okay, it is you that have to hold them accountable and responsible. So religion will keep you pacified. That's why you see a lot of politicians where they want to do their politics, they go to give money to pastors, they do campaign in churches. This is what happens in Nigeria all the time. Religion and politics is one and the same thing. Mashek Fashek has said it. You see them running to church. You see Muslim candidates going to church, and you see all the pastors accepting envelopes. Sometimes they will even tell you who to vote for. You will see during election they'll be mobilizing voters in church, buying people's vote in church. These are people that call themselves man of God, and some people call themselves Christians. They don't see anything wrong in this. When you follow this kind of mentality, you just know that you are a sheep. They use you as commodity to trade. You will see some pastors that will tell you that, look, I have 50 million followers. I can get them to vote for you. How much are you going to give me? This is the job that all these mega church pastors play with the politicians in Nigeria. They do this in America too. They do this in any part of the world. So religion basically is a scam. And this is eschatology that they are talking about, that is the science of death in Christianity. It is actually the science of the manipulation of the minds of people by spiritual terrorism. Spiritual terrorism designed to install fear into the congregation that if they don't fall in line with the religion, they are going to hell and they are going to be burned and tortured forever. And they have been able to categorize this into different categories. Everybody that is not a Christian, according to Christianity, must go to hell because they did not believe in Jesus Christ. So all Muslims in Christianity are going to hell. All Buddhists in Christianity are going to hell. All Shintoites, all Chinese people, all Hindu people, all Mexican people, all traditionalists, African spiritualists, Dibias, Sangomas, natural healers, Wiccas, anybody that does not subscribe to the religion is going to hell to be whipped with koboko, and all manners of torture will be dealt on them, and they will be burned forever with fire and brimstone. So definitely, most of you watching this channel, you are going to hell in Christianity. So you better prepare yourself for that journey. This is what they said, that we will all go to hell if we don't believe they are hogwash. And the good news for them is that I am already in hell. This is my hell. The hell that you guys give me every day, oppressing my people, stealing our natural resources, spreading your lie, torturing us, taking our light, lying to us, poisoning our water, stealing. This is the hell. You created this earth as hell for us. So what else is new? You already put us in hell, so I don't see anything that will be hotter than this one. So I still have to say the truth before I go to that other hell. If I don't talk, I will still go. If I talk, I will go. So it's better for me to talk the truth and go to hell. But I know that that place is imaginary, and I know that these people are very, very stupid, quite naturally. So we are going to lampoon them, and we are going to mock their stupidity, their childishness, and their craftiness. And this bastard Jesus that they are using to intimidate people, which is a bastard. Anybody that believes this kind of mentality, I don't know if you have hope as a human being. In African spirituality, if I will say I want to use the term eschatology to talk about what it relates in African spirituality, what is our own science of death? Our science of death believes that death is not the terminus in African spirituality. We see death as a tradition, as a transition, sorry to say. For us, death is the path to life, and life is the path to death. We believe in reincarnation, of coming the great circle of life. We believe souls can transcend this reality and be reborn back again, and we have scientific evidence to that effect. We also believe in transmigration of the soul. We believe in souls evolving into higher beings, what we call deities. In fact, the main philosophy of, if you say the eschatology of African spirituality, is for the soul of man to become a deity, to become a god. That is our belief. We believe that we can refine the soul by practicing our understanding more about the universe, by elevating our spirituality, by embarking on the journey of a spiritual evolution to refine ourselves. I have talked about this a lot on this channel. This is our own eschatology. We don't believe in hellfire burning with brimstone. We don't believe in the finality of death. We do not also believe in any heaven sugar candy mountain. We believe in a practical approach to life, and we see this every day. The great circle of life, passing through the darkness and the light. You see this repetition every day, day and night, day and night, day and night. In the morning, you see the sun comes out according to Kemetic spirituality. And Seth will kill Eru, which is Seth representing the darkness, where they got their prototype of the devil. In the morning, Eru, the sun, will rise again, the morning star that they copied to become Lucifer. They took our concept of Amen-Ra, which is presenting the sun that we see every day, the sun that we pray to, which is the ultimate giver of life in this our solar system. We call him Amen. The same Amen that Christians use at the end of their prayers. They stole that from Africa. They stole that from Kemetic spirituality. They don't know how to wipe it off. Whether you call it Amen, Amen, Amen-Ra, Amimom, Amon, it is still the same name. It represents the sun god. We venerate the sun because the sun is the greatest power in this solar system, and it is the greatest force that is closest to us that gives us life. Without the sun, there will be no solar system as we know it now. Okay? We all live because of the power of the sun, and there is no greater power than the sun that we are seeing every day. So I see my God every day. I see the sun. I see the sun every day. He's with me here. Nothing separates me from him. Every day I see him. So some people have been venerating their own deity. They have not seen their deity any time in their life, but I see mine every day. Okay? So this is the difference between me and them. We practice common sense spirituality. Our spirituality is backed by science, not hocus pocus. We don't believe in a pervert with white beards, with a telescope looking at people and doing nothing. A pervert that is a lazy scumbag, a scallywag, a jealous God, a God that behaves like a baby, that is spoiled, a spoiled brat, that if you don't worship it, he will choke and poop on himself. He will come with thunder and lightning bolts. Since I have been insulting Christianity, nothing has happened to me. In fact, the more I insult Christianity, the more I become prosperous. Some people never thought that it's possible to insult this bastard Jesus. And I told you that this guy is just a phantom. When you check into history, you will discover that he never existed. He was created. There was no such human being that even walked the earth with that name. So what you are worshiping is just a ghost that came out of the abysmal of the imagination of some very wicked, evil, racist, homosexual, white people from Europe, from Rome, that created this phantom for you to hoodwink and hijack your spirituality. So in other words, you are actually worshiping an evil spirit that was designed, created to subjugate, oppress, and destroy you. So this spirit and the foundation of this spirit is based on their eschatology that they created. It is a eschatology of terrorism, Christian terrorism. Terrorism. This is what I will say. Okay, we don't have this kind of spiritual terrorism in African spirituality. Okay, if you die, whether you practice African spirituality or not, you will pass through the same process that I will still pass through. Okay, of course, every living thing must die. As you die, you pass through the halls of Anubis, this god of the dead. If it's not Anubis that is there, if it's not Apun that is there, if it's Santa Marete, whatever spirit of death that is there, you will pass through the attorney. And your life, of course, will be willed. Were you conscious before you die? What value did you add to this life? How did you treat the elements, the things that you met? Did you treat them better? Were you here to create, to build, to bring peace, or did you came to destroy? Whatever spectrum of this reality that you emanate with, that is where you naturally migrate to. Okay? Whatever spectrum. If you are from the darker spectrum, those evil, wicked spirit, dark souls that all they do is to retard progress, to cause pain and misery, you will naturally gravitate to that spectrum. Okay? So when they say darker souls go into deep darkness, it's natural, it's what they have. Likes go to likes. Birds of the same feathers flock together. You will gravitate to whatever desire that you have inside you. That nature, that thing that composes you, that your philosophy, your makeup, that essence, that is where you gravitate to. If you are active, conscious, your greatest will is the upliftment, unity, organization of mankind in a positive manner, you will naturally gravitate towards that spectrum. It doesn't matter which label you have where you are living, whether you are in Christianity or you are in African spirituality, or you are Hindu, or you are Shinto, or you are whatever labels we are calling ourselves now. It doesn't matter. Labels doesn't happen to do with labels. It happens to be with the content of the person. Okay? The content, the design of the person. Now that is where you are going to naturally gravitate to when you pass away. So for those human beings that are totally unconscious, that are brain dead zombies, that these ships of Christianity, these are people that have not even woken up in this life. They don't even know what is happening. When these people pass away in Christianity, they are not going to any higher realm. It's either they will be reincarnated back to this earth to relearn the lesson if they can be able to become conscious, or they will fade away in wherever they find themselves. They will naturally fade away. Spirits die, okay? Everything that have a beginning has an end. Immortality is promised to no one, okay? You work for your immortality. You must aim to seek expression. You must seek expression. This is our own eschatology. This is our own. We don't believe in any fairy tale hell or any eternal reward. We don't know about that. This one I'm doing it for my own love for humanity. I don't care about any reward. I don't need any reward. What do I want to do? Spirit, they drink beer. I don't know. Spirit, they marry wife. I don't know what spirit want to enjoy. Something that is a light being. What kind of enjoyment do they have? I don't know. Spirit, I don't know if they get spirit cocaine or something like that. Some of you will help me understand. But what I know is that it is spirits that came to this earth. We came to this earth as spirits to experience life in this physical flesh, to enjoy life, to see what it is to be trapped in matter. Okay? So you cannot come here and fly from wherever you come, force your way into a spermatozoa and bust out 9 months later, only to be living like a mushi. You now carry your spiritual or power, your talents. You now start wishing to go back again empty-handed to where you come from without actively doing anything on this planet. These are people that have failed their responsibility. In fact, they have lost their way. When they say you lost your way, you lost your way. The thing that you came to do in this, you are not doing it. Instead, you are trapped in a kind of cage, a kind of mental limbo, spiritual enslavement. And this is how they are going to remain until they will pass away, doing nothing, they will just fade away. So what the spiritual Christianity does is to trap people, to trap your soul, trap your spirit from transcending by poisoning your spiritual your spiritual knowledge, poisoning it, using fear to keep you from transcending, using fear to keep you from knowing yourself, using fear to keep you from exploring, from doing the things that you are supposed to do. So this Christian God is a wicked spirit. It is what we call the idolabra. It's a wicked spirit that feeds on the fear and misery of human suffering. Okay? The thing that Dracula, evil, dirty, scallywag, twisted, rotten, slimy, smelly spirits, foul spirits. This religion worships a foul spirit that seeks to destroy, subjugate, enslave humanity for as much as possible. And this is exactly what the religion is doing. And this is the essence of the eschatology of Christianity. I hope you are getting the message. So this thing that I talk about is simply spiritual terrorism. Okay? Hate it or love it, I have said it, na so it be. It not pass that level. So when you compare it with our own eschatology in African spirituality, you will see that this is actually the place where we transcend reality, the place where we seek to understand reality, and the place where you can actually have a chance of fulfilling your destiny, your spiritual destiny, and moving forward in life. Even after death, you will become a deity. You can see this clearly in our books. If you check the book of Coming Forth again, you will see the Osiris Ani, how the deity of death Anubis was leading the Osiris Ani, the soul of the dead. They checked him in the scale, what they will call their own judgments. The Christian judgment is people standing, they say that a great throne, you will see some angels or some dirty creatures or wearing white with wings that they will be checking on what you have done, small beginning, blah, blah, blah story. We don't want to go heaven. If you check our own books, you will see where they weigh your heart. If your heart is lighter than a feather, you get to go into the throne of the ancestors. I will not call it heaven. You get to ascend. And if you did not learn your lesson in life, you have to come back to relearn the lesson. If you come back enough times, you will disappear. Spirits die. So we don't have concept of heaven. We don't have concept of hell. So you don't have to be afraid of anything in African spirituality. We don't use fear to control people here. We don't force people to follow us. We don't threaten people to practice or die. We only tell you the truth about reality, and we allow you to make up your mind. Everybody is here to get their own experience of life. This is why we are here. If you choose to put yourself under the stupidity of somebody else, it is your free will. If you are deceived into it, you have a chance to break away. But if your spirit actually accepts that subjugated state, it means something is wrong with that soul. Because I don't know, not everybody are created equal. This is what you need to know. We all have skins, flesh, and bones. But you need to understand that the contents, I don't know if the quality of materials that they used to create some human beings is different from the ones that used to create some other people, because the way people take to religion wholesale, it is another thing. I know that many of them have been corrupted, they have been poisoned with witchcraft in these religions that they just cannot leave it. Many of them are afraid of going to hell. Many of them are afraid of losing their families. Many of them are just plain lazy to find out, to work out their own the truth about life. Some of them are also spiritual illiterates, and a great number of them are also pure witches and wizards that are actually in these religious houses. This is what you're going to find. Yesterday, some evil people contacted me. They watched my video on witchcraft. These are some women. I knew one of them. She is a Christian and she's also a witch. These are people that are actually in churches to spread witchcraft to destroy life of people. When you go to church, you see this one, they call them like prayer warriors. They pray all the time. They pretend that they live according to the Bible and do all these things. When you see them, you think that, oh, these are very, very good Christians. I can never live up to these ones. These are the ones that if they die instantly, automatically they are going straight to heaven. But you don't know that these are the ones that sit at the throne of covens, witchcraft societies in Africa, drinking people's blood every day. So this winch woman contacted, she was absolutely angry that I exposing Christianity. And she said some words that are not so palatable. I also said some words, but I asked her, what does it benefit you to be destroying your own people? What does it benefit you to be living this life of hypocrisy, to be eating the blood and the flesh of other human beings? How do you feel to be living this kind of life? How do you feel? She could not answer. Of course, she cannot answer, but she enjoys it quite naturally. They enjoy it. It's their nature to feed on misery. This is what they do. There's nothing we can do about it. So you're going to find these evil people in these priests, these pedophile priests in Catholic Church. You find them in every major Christian place. The people that are actively promoting this religion, they strive on misery, pain, human suffering. When you see somebody drinking, calling himself a pope, the pope of the whole world, drinking with eating with golden plates and spoons, and people are dying every day, and it's comfortable eating from golden plates, you will know that what he's eating is the misery and blood of innocent people. When you see things happening in the world and you see the people that are claiming that they are next to God doing nothing about it, they are there to create these situations, and then they step back and pretend they are not the ones doing this kind of things. And then the religion was designed to kill you, eradicate you, and steal your natural resources. But so far, by a act of nature or miracle, they have not been able to completely eradicate all the African people. But this is their initial plan, to eradicate you, and they still have this plan, and they are still working on it. So we should never sleep, and we should keep exposing them. So when you hear the word eschatology, just know that it is Christian terrorism. Okay? Rapture. They say that Jesus Christ will come and take. It will never come. There's no such thing happening. Some people have waited for this man for how many years? In fact, when in the Bible, I believe Jesus Christ said that he will come back and the people there will see him come, that the world will not end, that some of the people in that crowd will see him come back. But during the so-called time, all the people back then, they have all died, and they didn't see him come back. So for any old man, any adult to be believing all these bullshits, it means that the person is something wrong with that. It's either the person has big pants, or the person is absolutely stupid, or very, very spiritually lazy, or the person is mentally unbalanced, quite naturally. Okay, so when you hear this word, this grammar that this priest threw about eschatology, this eschatology, that, just know that they are talking about spiritual terrorism, Christian terrorism. Okay, just know that this is the essence of eschatology. They have no science of death. It is the science of installing the fear of death in you. This is what they are talking about, and you should reject it and just tell it that it is Christian terrorism. Okay, and walk away from them. Okay, don't waste your time with these people. They are not going anywhere. Their sole plan is to enslave you. Okay, to enslave you, enslave your children for all eternity. This is why they are here. So the sooner you realize this and start fighting against it, the better for you. So I believe I have said enough for this topic today. And those who have ears, once again, let them hear. Okay, so questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel. You know my mantra as usual. Hit the notification bell, close the subscribe button, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, share the channel. We need our people to know this knowledge. This is the essence of it. We need to start talking, exposing the truth of these fake religions, these maggots, these hypocrites, these vile creatures, these missionaries that are actually mercenaries. The aim of these people is to eradicate us, eradicate our way of life, destroy us. And we need to reject them. We should not tolerate them. We should call a spade, and we should use our spades to pack them out from our environment. So if you have a brother or a sister that is still in this thing, you have to be careful of these people. Do not finance their stupidity. Do not give your money to people that will be financing a religion that is designed to eradicate you. It's like you are aiding and abetting your own dissolution. Okay, if you have house, you have an event center, you have, if any church say they want to come and rent it, do not rent it out to them. Do not help them to facilitate this, their evil. Do not help them. Do not use your business or your service to be promoting the Christianity, to be promoting any these evil religions that are destroying our people. We should reject them the way Japanese reject them. Don't be aiding and abetting evil people to be destroying your own people. Okay? Don't be an active participant in your own demise because of money. A lot of African people, they are sold that. See, a lot of black people selling their own people is what they do best. Sell their people into Christianity, sell their people into slavery, human trafficking, sell their own people. You sell. As a conscious person, you can make money without selling your own people. A lot of times, people have approached me on this channel. There was one time a Jewish woman approached me that I should create an NGO that will be giving me $4,000 every month if I tone down my message and if I start talking about things that is not so. I will change my message. I'll be talking about cultural aspect of African spirituality that does not move my people forward. She was sent by these Jewish people to infiltrate me, to give me money. I rejected the offer. I don't need that kind of money. Who that will give me $10,000, $50,000, I will not do that. I am not here for that kind of thing. Okay? So many times I've been approached. There was one time that gay woman, if you have been watching my channel, that gay woman that tried to influence me from Israel too. I exposed her. I chased her out of the channel. I'm not going to sell my people hats to religion for anything, for peanuts. I will not do that kind of thing. And God will bless you. The ancestors will bless you. Okay? So these people, expose them. Don't sell your people hats. It is not a good thing. This is how we become deities, how we transcend this reality. We are doing this for the future of Africa. Okay? We are not doing this for the money. But we do this for the future. We do this for our people that are still asleep, that are looking for a place to go. We're doing this. We are not doing this for any other reason. It is a passion that is fueling this channel. It is the ancestors that are speaking through this channel. And we are going to succeed with whatever we are doing. So for those people that have been supporting me, I thank you very much. And for those people that are interested in learning about African spirituality, my website, River of Knowledge, is here. You can register there. You can contact me. The learning is not free. I charge money. For those fake people from Nigeria, some people will be coming in. They want to come in with suffer-head story. I will block you. I need to waste time block you. Not try them. The same way you give other people, you need to also put your own here to grow. Okay? Now, when hand, wash hands. Now they clean. So, not come here with empty hands. So, register in my channel. I will teach you so many things. You will learn so many things. And this is the place to be. If you still want to read my book on quantum physics and African spirituality, I still sell them. It's there they wait you. Then if you want to do your spells, your love spell, your X's, your packs, your whole 9 yards, Oracle Tarot readings, I am still here waiting for you. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.